Good morning, madam. We are HardToCode. These are our members: Fiona, Ming, Rebecca, Sharon, and Ming Ching. We are going to present the topic, the future of gaming, to you in this video.
Do you have any idea what is independent game development? As we can see, there is a word independent in it, therefore it has a nature of independence. Before I talk about what is independent game development, we need to understand first what is independent game. An independent game is typically created by individuals or smaller team without any financial and technical support. We can also call it as indie game. Therefore, it means that it is independent on the financial or the idea of the game during the process of game development. Let us see the pros and cons. For the pros, it is creative and professional freedom. Since the game creator has the freedom of how the game goes, besides they can expand their own skill sets such as storytelling, music, and art. For the cons, the game creator might have no funds because no one is paying them to develop a game, and it is very hard for them to achieve big projects since they don't have any technical and financial support. So these are some examples of indie games.
The next one is game interface design as science. In design science, product and system design is addressed by combining analysis and synthesis and drawing from many scientific disciplines. This is the example of game design as science. The design has included with physics such as force, gravity, and air resistance. This is another example here, with analysis in the game to calculate the game result.
Game design versus game interface design. First, what is game design? Game design is an idea behind a game. It refers to how players to play the game. It also refers to the central theme or point, as well as story, character, rules, and goals. Game design requires many fields and is drawing from the fields such as computer science, programming, creative writing, and graphic design. Game design is the very important role to play creative leadership in game. Game interface design. Game interface design is the system of visual components to allow players to interact with the game story. Game interface design is helpful and efficiency of use to help players recognize, diagnose, and recover from errors. Game interface design is also used as adaptive interface to help players navigate, find information, and accomplish goals. Game interface design is purposeful in page layout. It can help draw attention to the most important pieces of information.
Next, we move to technological innovation, touchscreen part. So what is a touchscreen? It is a display device that allows the user to interact with a computer by using their finger or stylus. It is one of the ways to interact with the device. So this slide shows how people interact with the computer. The first stage, people need to use keyboard and a mouse to interact with a screen, with the computer screen, and the next stage, they only need to use a button to interact with the screen. The last stage is fully touchscreen where people just need to interact with the screen with just one touch. So why people use touchscreen? Because it is intuitive where people know how to use it directly, and touchscreen can replace several buttons that make device smaller at the same time, and touchscreen make a device look clean and simple.
Projected controls, such as Omni-Task Prototype, which is wearable touch sensing and projection system that enable interactive multitask application on any surface. Example, mobile and computer nowadays provide omnipresent access to information creation and communication facilities. Cellular Magic Cube, which is compact and versatile product. It is multitask-capable mouse, laser projection, keyboard, and handwriting recognition device. It connects easily to any Bluetooth HID device, including the latest iPhone, iPad, and Android device, or connected by USB.
We also have speech recognition, which able to control characters' movement with voice-driven commands. For example, games that include speech recognition are Mass Effect and Bot Colony. Other than that, speech synthesis is also one of the technological innovation. It is also known as text-to-speech, which can convert text into audio speech. For example, Moonbase Alpha and Grand Theft Auto 5.
Gesture controls. Gesture can be classified into the following types: motion sensing, facial recognition, and eye tracking. Motion sensing is used to interact with the game through body movement. The screen will display the recognition of hand poses and arm movement sign languages from players. For example, Xbox One. Facial recognition is the gesture originated from face. For example, PlayStation Vita face control. Eye tracking consists of projectors, sensors, and algorithm. The projector creates a pattern by projecting near-infrared light on the eyes. The sensors take high frame rate image of the user's eyes and pattern created. Algorithm finds specific details of the user's eyes and reflection pattern. This results in, among other data, the gaze point on the screen. For example, 2B eye asteroid.
Another technological innovation is Electroencephalography, also known as EEG. It uses players' brainwave to play games with EEG headsets. For example, NeuroSky Mindwave EEG and Neurobird HTC Vive with EEG to play the game Awakening.
Unconscious control such as eye tracking and speech recognition is a kind of game control technology will be used in future widely. It brings the reality on visual or sound to players. Eye tracking is a sensor technology that makes it possible for a computer or other device to know where a person is looking. On the other hand, speech recognition is a technology that we use our voice to control the games by commands. This is the example of eye tracking, which we able to look around the game environment. And this is the example of speech recognition that showing we are using the voice to control the character's movement.
Customizable and additive interface. Customizable interface is interface that let users customize their online experience by editing the user interface to suit their preference. Additive interface is the interface that can change its design, control information, or other elements automatically according to the current user by collect the data over time to anticipate each user action and preference. Thus, one user may see a completely different interface than another user. Example of the future device. First, future handheld device like the smartphone, portable gaming. Cheaper optical device like optoelectronic chip, which is a chip that uses the light rather than electricity to move data. Examples of future game interface. Like first, direct intellectual manipulations. A computer is controlled purely by the thought. Then, voice integration. This technology relies on voice command to control a computer. Combining all the things. Similar experience that can be similar to or completely different from the real world. Handling multiple interfaces, able to choose or change the different interface to play a game.
In summary, game interface design shapes the experience of players. The better interface will enable our players completely immerse into the game world without any difficulties. Besides that, advanced technology drives game developers to explore the world of technology to bring a better user interface design on new technologies. With this, it can give greater user experience to players. This is all from us. Thank you.